Hi everybody, it's Miss Music here. Today we are going to be learning about one of our five senses, and that is smell. Can anybody tell me what body part we use to smell? You're right, our nose. We use our nose to smell. And so using our nose to smell helps us to understand our environment. It helps us to see kind of what's around us just based off of what we smell. So what this means is, like, if you went to a fair or a carnival, you might smell different scents or odors than you would if you were at home, right? You might smell funnel cakes and all sorts of different foods being cooked, while at home you might smell different things. That's pretty cool, right? All right, I want everybody to take a deep breath in through their nose. Ready? So, when you just inhaled or you breathe in, now of course you're breathing in a whole bunch of air into your nose, but actually you're breathing in much more than that. In with the air comes thousands of tiny molecules. Now, these molecules are too small to see, so we don't see them while we breathe them in, but trust me, they're there. And these tiny molecules are actually odor molecules. And so these odor molecules together, that is scents or odors. So that's what we smell. So every time you breathe in, there's tiny little molecules going up your nose, and that's how you get to smell different things. Now, another cool thing about these odor molecules is before we breathe them in through our nose, they're actually floating in the air all around us. They're just too little to see, right? So, if you wanted to, you can do a fun little experiment so that you can actually test out your sense of smell and see how those tiny little molecules can float around in the air and spread out. So, you will need somebody's help, maybe mom, dad, brother, or sister, but I promise you it's super easy. If you want to try this, it is fun. So, what you're going to do is you're going to grab some type of spray that smells good. So like a Febreze or a perfume, anything like that will work. Now, you are going to go to one side of the room, and your helper, mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever your helper is going to go to the other side of the room. And they're going to spray just a little bit of whatever your smell good spray is. And without moving, you just stand there and wait. And you just focus on your breathing and breathe in through your nose. And eventually, you're going to smell that smell. So what's cool is those tiny little odor molecules will float all around the air, eventually coming over to you and going up into your nose, and which is when you smell them. That's awesome. So, actually, right now, there are a whole bunch of tiny little odor molecules floating in the air from these flowers. So again, when I inhale through my nose, I'm breathing in those odor molecules, which allows me to smell these beautiful flowers. Another cool thing about your sense of smell is that your brain actually remembers a whole bunch of different scents and odors. So this is because in your nose, you have these little things that are called smell receptors. So when you breathe in the tiny little odor molecules, they go up your nose, and eventually they reach those smell receptors. Your smell receptors call your brain, and they talk to your brain, and they tell your brain all about what it is that you just smelled. Your brain then sends that information to you, so you can help think about what it is that you just smelled, and you can make sense of it. And your brain makes a file and saves it for later so that you can remember that smell for if you smell it again. So actually, this is why sometimes you smell something and you know what it is before you even see it. Actually, hang on. I think I smell popcorn. Hang on a second. Huh. Well, isn't that cool? Whoops. But anyways, like I was saying, your sense of smell is really important because it can actually help protect you. For instance, if I was standing here and I started to breathe in the smell of smoke, my brain would tell me that there's a fire somewhere nearby. Now, this could mean that I'm hanging outside and I'm roasting some s'mores over a campfire, and in that case, I'd be safe. But It could also mean that there's an accidental fire nearby and I need to get to safety. So it's really important to pay attention to your sense of smell as well as all the rest of your senses. Our sense of smell is actually really fun because a lot of things smell great, like the flowers or candles. We're really lucky to be able to smell so many different odors, even though some of them do smell bad, like stinky shoes. Ugh. Remember, our sense of smell helps us to understand the world we're in. At any given time, it can help you to understand the environment that you're in and what's around you just based off of the smells. So, take a couple seconds and no matter where you're at, close your eyes and focus on what you smell. Is it good or is it bad? What do you think it is? Can you tell without seeing it? If not, look around. Can you tell the odors that you're smelling? Have fun.